Hey boys. So I'm doing this job here. See, this job is the field is the one term for this field of work would be gemstones, materials, interiors. So you got gemstones, material. So this is gemstones, materials, right? Interiors. And so when you look at the English language, if you're familiar with the English language, you can conclude that the interiors aspect of the field implies interior design. Especially when you look at the piece, like this is interior design. This, like, see, it's got a stand that's made for it. This is all in interiors, right? So I'm working today here with the gemstones, materials, interiors, and so when we're talking about this work, it's gemstones, materials, interiors. So you can see we're working with, big stuff. Like this is probably freaking 200 pounds right here. That's probably 400 pounds, or it's not. You see that? Look at this. How much do you think that fucking thing weighs with the stand? Gemstones, materials, interiors. So the work, even though you see it requires labor, like you're dealing with big stuff. This is not lightweight shit. But then you also have, lightweight stuff too. It's all gemstones, materials, interiors. So anyways, common mistake in this field of work is assuming that this is all just like hard, like, labor, hard manual labor with forklifts and, blah, 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 all this shit, which it is. Of course it is. But see, there's the interiors aspect of this job as well. And this is where people forget. People don't understand. The interior design, the interior design aspect of this job is totally lost on people. See right here, you can see there's some dust. So because one aspect of this job is interiors, the display is very important, okay? Is just as important as lifting it up and transporting it, etc., etc. So this is a cheap, shitty duster. This is actually just as much a tool of the trade as a hammer, forklift, blah, 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 all this stuff. And I'll show you why. Okay, so you got this piece of, this is a piece of amethyst. When the dust collects, it takes away from the quality of the, and same with the stands. When the dust collects on these stands, this has a glossy, a glossy black. When the dust collects on it, it takes away from the sheen and the gloss. And then even the stands with the matte, this is black matte or matte black. It's the same thing. Now, if you were to use like a cloth with water, all it does is smear the dirt into the stand. So you need one of these. Plus, if you're using water and a rag, it's more work and it takes longer. And so if you're running a business like this, then this is a tool of the trade. Now a lot of guys that are like macho type people, they don't like this. They don't like dusters, because they want to swing hammers and, But the problem is that this is part of the job. If you don't like the job, move the fuck on. You know what I mean? And see all this dust right here, and this no dust. These things make a big difference because we're trying to sell this shit, And there's a whole psychology of the mind behind all this whole idea of selling, gemstones, materials, interiors, and a lot of it is display. You'd be surprised how much difference it makes, taking off the thin layer of fine dust that collects on these pieces, these specimens, and it's all subconscious. It's like a big mind fuck. You got to know how to fuck somebody's mind, right, in order to do this job. And but yeah, you see all these big stones, and you're thinking, it's all about lifting and muscles, and and hammers and tools and forklifts, and all that applies most definitely. But the thing that people forget is this shit. And this is perceived by, your average man as gay. Dusting is gay. Nobody wants to do this, right? But that's the thing, at a job, you don't get to do what you want. You do what you do the job, not what you want to do. So, yeah, it's strange how, perception versus reality. And so, a lot of the guys that get into this work, they want to swing the hammers and drive the forklifts and all that fun stuff, but they don't want to pick up the, duster, and because it's gay, that's gay. So I'll tell you another, some more quick stuff. Oh, I'm only 6 minutes in. I've covered a lot already. So this is the nature of this kind of work, is just to get the dick swinging mentality, where it's like, we got to lift this rock. And working smart is one of the main objectives. Work smart, not hard. And a lot of the dick swingers that come in, they don't understand the concept at all of working smart. They just want to show off how strong they are, and then they end up, blowing their assholes out and getting hernias because they're trying to show off. And it's funny, so, a lot of times I have to stand back because the dick swinger has a dick to swing. And so I just get out of the way. It's like, okay. And I have this happen from time to time where there'll be a big crystal like that, say, like that one. And then the boss says, lift, we need you to lift that rock. And these dick swingers come up one at a time, just like in the story of Excalibur and the sword and the stone. These dick swingers come up and they'll try to lift it, and they're like, nope, can't do it, can't be done. This one particular story, this is what happened. Oh, look, see the dust? Okay, watch. There's a big difference. Big difference. It makes all the difference. But anyways, so like this one particular example, we were told we needed to lift a rock or something, whatever, I don't know, whatever. And then the dick swingers, 3 of them came up one at a time, tried to lift it, and nope, couldn't do it, right? And so then I just went over there just to see what's going on here. And the boss was standing right there. And I'm smaller. A little bit smaller, but the dick swingers, they love to, that's their big deal. They love to show off that they're bigger or whatever. See, look at this. Watch. Big difference, right? That's part of the mind. Anyway, so I go over there to check out what's the deal with this, right? And I've been down and I pick the rock up. As soon as I pick the rock up, all them dick swingers are running up like, oh shit, oh. Right, just like in the sword and the stone, right? So anyways, this just happened too again the other day. It was the dick swingers were there, and we were putting a fucking a big rose quartz chair in a crate, and it wasn't fitting right. And so there 2 or 3 of them came in, and they were trying to adjust it so that it would fit in the crate, and they're like, nope, this can't be done. There are 2 or 3 of them in there, and nothing. Nope, can't be done. And I was looking at it, I was like, dude, you're tripping, bro. I didn't say nothing because you know, you can't, some people don't listen. They don't want to listen. So I waited until they were all done trying to, you know, act like they're big, strong stuff. And then as they kind of gave up and walked away, I knew it could be done. And so I just jumped in the crate and very easily just shifted it right into place. And they were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, so see, here's another one. This stand, it's got the, see how it's, watch. Take this, you go like that, and boom. I mean, it makes a big difference, you know. So this is definitely a tool of the trade, because what we're dealing with here is gemstones, materials, interiors, which implies interior design. So it's not just about the big gemstones materials, it's also about interiors, the display. And so this little piece of shit thing is as much a tool of the trade as anything else. But, you know, it requires a person that's just willing to do their job and not be afraid to be perceived as being gay because they're using a duster. It's kind of like, so like I've been in bands, you know, I've been in several bands, and it's the same kind of thing. Like writing music is about design, you know. And you know, I mostly did like metal bands and shit and crazy shit like that. And design is like a big part of writing music. And like this stupid false perception of like, oh, you know, design is gay. Well, if you allow females to dominate the field of design, then you're not going to have cool shit like Black Sabbath and stuff. You're going to have a bunch of gay shit like Britney Spears. Is that what you want? You know? And the people that don't understand this, guys that don't understand this, that design is not specifically like a feminine thing, they're the ones that listen to Britney Spears. They're so stupid, they don't even understand. You know, design, interior, design, these things are important, you know. And luckily, there are men that are intelligent enough to understand this to provide us awesome shit like Black Sabbath and High on Fire and fucking, you know, Megadeth and shit like that. Otherwise, if we left design up to specifically only women, well, wouldn't everything just be gay? Is that what you want? Anyways, that's all I got. See you later, boys.